big? Like how big? On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the bigness?
10 definitely.
10 definitely? It
Yes.
doesn't get any bigger than this?
No.
Okay, so let's see. Nick's not doing it properly. He needs to get over here, so then there we go, Nick. Just like way behind Nick. So obviously, since we're lying on the floor, it means it's Friday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that doesn't mean that we take a break from justice.
Mm-mm.
Justice is always here. So anyway, what's your big news, Angie?
I got divorced.
And look, you sound so sad about it.
Oh yeah, wait, let me take that back. I got divorced, Brittany.
Okay, so you don't sound sad. Maybe you are a little, not well, kind of a little bit, but it's all good news for you.
Very good news.
Sadly, unfortunately, as you know, in fact, it happened again this week, we get a lot of our clients get divorced while they've been injured on the job. And I think one of the things that happened many years ago is I had one lady who was injured on the job, and so she was home because she had restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
And she called me and she said, my marriage is going down the toilet because I'm home all the time with my husband and I can really only stand him just a little bit, but now I'm stuck with him all day and we're on each other's nerves and it's awful. And
Oh gosh.
that kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so anyway, it is unfortunately shockingly common for injured workers to get divorced because there's more stress, there's more money stress.
Mm-hmm.
When you're injured, you're not the sweetest person.
Yes.
Right.
You're in pain.
You're in pain, and so it's not.
So you become a pain. No, just kidding.
You become a pain, well, but pain is pain, and no, it's awful. So some of the questions that we get is, what happens if you're injured on the job, which you weren't, thank God, and you get divorced? Because the last thing you want is Fredo or Paco or whatever his name was, right? To like say, oh good, I get that money, right?
Yeah, let me take some of your settlement.
That's right. So what happens? So the first thing you need to understand is that this is all very state dependent because state rules govern both workers' compensation and divorce. And some states follow a rule about is it property or not, because if it's not property, then it's not going to get divided, and if it is property, then is it a marital property or separate property? And with workers' compensation, Colorado takes what's called the analytic approach. So there are certain things, certain benefits in workers' compensation which would be considered marital property. For example, lost wage benefits during the marriage. That would be a marital asset, and it can be divided. But you can get disfigurement. What's disfigurement? You know this. Disfigurement benefits?
Yeah, like when you have like scarring or from surgeries and things like that.
Things are misshapen and stuff like that.
Misshapen.
Right. Disfigurement benefit is a purely individual benefit because it's compensating your body individually for something you've lost. Future wage loss, permanent partial disability, permanent total disability is a separate is a separate property, not marital asset, especially if it's for wage loss in the future. However, it can be used to determine spousal support and child support. Yeah, so bottom line is it's kind of complicated, and if you are injured and you're getting benefits and unfortunately you're getting divorced, and now of course your partner or your soon-to-be former spouse is saying, I'm gonna take it and my divorce attorney says you're gonna lose it all and I'm gonna get it all and blah, blah, blah. No, probably not, but it does mean that you should talk with who? Us, because
Kaplan Morrell.
we number one, we know you're in pain, we know you're scared, we know you're worried, and we will be able to help you, and we will be able to get you to attorneys who know how to handle workers' compensation benefits in divorce settings. We'll be able to handle the workers' compensation benefits, and that's why you should call us. So if you know anybody who is injured on the job in Colorado, they should
call Kaplan Morrell, attorneys at law, at 970-356-9898.
and we'll be happy to talk with you for free. Bye.
Bye.